Should we move to Italy?
Well, we just spent a month in Sicily, and I think every time we come back to Italy, we fall in love with it all over again.
We do. We
Hmm.
love it here so much. And full disclosure, I do have dual US Italian citizenship. And so it is an actual option for us.
Hmm.
It's kind of something we've thrown around like before we started doing our slow travel, full time lifestyle. It was always a thought like, well, could we move to Italy? And do we want to do that? Because
It's Italy.
sure. Like, why not? Why wouldn't you want to?
Yeah.
Well, there are pros and cons. So let's go over that. If you're new here and you've never seen us before, we're Bert's Travels.
I'm Bert, and this is Sanya, my personal travel agent.
We retired early and sold everything to slow travel full time.
And by slow travel, we're typically staying in any particular location for 1 to 3 months.
So, yeah, here we are in Italy. Well, we're specifically in Sicily right now. And we absolutely love it for so many reasons. Why do we love it in Sicily so much?
I like the pace of life here in Sicily. It's
Mm-hmm.
different than the pace in the bigger cities like,
Mm-hmm.
Palermo or even
Mm-hmm.
Rome or
Mm-hmm.
Florence, places that we've been to in Italy. This is definitely more relaxed.
Right? It's very relaxed. We love the culture. We love the food. There's just so much organic produce readily available to you everywhere you go. I
Mhm.
mean, in the grocery store, but you're just driving down the street, it's everywhere. Everywhere. What else? Another thing we love are
Hmm. We love beaches.
we do.
Yeah.
We love the beaches. If you
Hmm.
saw our last video, we talked about some beaches that we have been going to while we've been here, and we've continued to discover more. We just love to go to the beach. It's a way for us to unwind, relax, and just kind of not think about too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, read a book, listen to a podcast, just enjoy people watching. Um, that's one of our favorite
Hmm.
pastimes. So we're always looking for good beaches, and we found several here in Sicily. We love the warm culture and the history. The history here is just incredible. Everywhere we've gone to visit,
And we're not talking about like just going to museums and
no,
archaeological sites. I mean,
no.
everywhere you go, there's history here. This place
In
has been occupied for thousands of years. And
in your face.
yeah.
I mean, we went to the Valley of Temples, and yes, we had to pay to go there, but I mean, the stuff that we saw there was 400 years BC, 450 years BC. I mean, it's just incredible
Yeah.
that that kind of history exists here. And I think a lot of people just who live here, they just take it for granted. They
Yeah.
don't even realize it. And so coming from the United States, it's just incredible to see that and learn about the history
Hmm.
um, somewhere like this. Just realizing what a central hub Sicily was and what they've been through over all these years. It's been an incredible experience for us.
Yeah.
So, what would be one of the pros for us having a home base here?
Well, yeah. Be nice to have a place to, put some of our stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
not travel with all of the winter clothes when it's
Mm-hmm.
summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just of having a few things in a
Mm-hmm.
spot that you can call yours.
Right.
Yeah.
And we still want to travel most of the time. We're just thinking it might be nice for us to have a home base somewhere that's not the house that we're renting out where we're from. And plus, it's just too expensive to live where we're from and not work. So we don't want to work anymore, and we're going to keep living this lifestyle
Hmm.
in some way, shape, or form. So
Yes.
um, we're either going to be traveling full time or we take a home base or both.
Hmm.
So if we did have a home base in Italy, um, even with my citizenship, he can only be here 90 days out of 180. It's that whole Schengen zone rule. And there are Schengen zone calculators that you can subscribe to figure out how long you've been and when you better get out. But not taking residency, we could stay up to 3 months at a time
Mm-hmm.
and then travel other places
Right.
or come here for a month, travel elsewhere for a few months, come back for another month. We could just easily be in and out. And so having a home base might be really nice.
Another advantage to that is it may be more affordable than doing it in other places.
Right.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that we've found after only traveling for 5 months full time is sticking to that 5,000 US dollars a month is pretty difficult. And we know that next year we're going to try and plant ourselves places for much longer, more closer to that 2 or 3 months at a time somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's really going to get you, even though I use points to fly us around, I don't use them all the time because it's not always advantageous. That money adds up flying all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So having a home base would be nice. It would save us some money for probably 3 months at a time here and there,
Sure.
depending on when we wanted to be somewhere. Then there's also the possibility of us taking residency if we ever wanted to do that. So, taking residency is a whole other story, and he can take residency under me anywhere we decide to live in the EU. So, specifically in Italy, I guess a big pro for us would be healthcare.
Sure.
I would get healthcare for free, and I think his healthcare would be about $2,000 a year, which is very affordable
Mm-hmm.
for good healthcare. Uh, we know from being on different Facebook groups that the health care is better in northern Italy than it is down in the south. But we also know that there's good health care down here too. And for that price, if we felt like we needed to go somewhere else, we'd just pay out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest con for us to take residency is taxes,
Right.
right?
That's going to offset the savings in healthcare
It would.
cost for sure.
It
Yeah.
would. But even if we took residency and had to pay, taxes to Italy and to the United States, even though they don't double tax, there are some overlapping pieces. It would still cost us less to live here than it would for us to be in the United States
Enough
and
healthcare
working.
and
So
work. Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
we don't want to work anymore.
No,
No,
we're done.
we're done. We're not working anymore. So it's constantly, thinking about how we continue to make this work.
Mhm.
But having a home base, I think,
Would be nice.
mhm,
Kind of miss it a little bit.
yeah,
In fact, we're going to do a whole nother video about what it's like not having your own home anymore and some of the things that you will miss.
yeah, there's a lot that we
Mm-hmm.
miss. There's a lot that we don't miss. This is a fun adventure and we're enjoying every second of it. But yeah, there's definitely been some things where we're like, kind of miss a couple of things. So, what's the other big deal?
The other big deal is it's Italian. It's a different language
Yeah,
and it's a complicated language.
right. How
Yeah,
much have you learned?
very little. Very, very little.
Andiamo.
Yeah.
Ti amo.
Uh, you can communicate with people here through Google Translate, but
Mhm.
I think if you're going to be here a
Or body
lot,
language. What's the big thing that you learned?
hey, oh, it's this
What does that mean?
panino,
Well, not panino, but
hot
hot
sandwich.
panino. Right,
Yeah,
right, right. So we've had fun communicating with people, and people are really friendly. They want to communicate with you. They're not going to make it super hard.
no,
And they're willing to kind of help teach you too. You know, if they correct you, it's not like, oh, you did it wrong. They're really just trying to help you learn, which is really helpful.
you've spent a lot of time with Duolingo working on
Yeah,
language, though. I
right,
I haven't put that effort in. You have.
right. So the big deal for him moving here, he could. take residency under me if we did decide to take residency at some point. Um, but if he ever wanted to become an Italian citizen, he would have to learn the Italian language, I think to a B1 level.
Which is really
And
proficient. Yeah.
it's pretty proficient.
Mm-hmm.
It's like medium proficiency. And there's a written test, an oral test. Yeah, it's not easy.
And of course, another con if we took residency here in Sicily is you'd be pretty darn far from family who's back in the US.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. And that's really important to us. So we're just not sure that we would take residency right away. So we're not moving to Italy, but
Having a home base here might not be a bad thing.
right, it's a consideration for sure
And it's one we always keep considering.
every time we come back.
So if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe the video. Share it with your friends. Shoot us a message. We're happy to.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Yeah, we like to
What do
talk
you
to
think
people.
about this?
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Have you thought about moving to another country permanently and taking residency? Have you done a lot of research on it? I've done a lot of research on moving to Italy because it's always been kind of something on my mind. But let us know. What are your thoughts?
Thanks for watching. Ciao.
Ciao.